don't you just sometimes want to just lock Bay in the closet or lock Bay in the room and like just lock it, make sure they don't come out, no phone, no social communication, nothing like that, so they could just wait until you come home. That way you don't have no social communication with nobody. That way they don't cheat. That way they don't put they where it don't belong. That way they just, they chilling, they just waiting for you to come home. Nah, not y'all, just me. Oh, okay. Hey you guys, it's your girl Ashley B here, and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to just be a girl talk rant, and basically what that is just girl talk. I don't know how else I can explain it, but it's really gonna focus on relationships. So I am not a relationship expert. I am not a life guru. I'm none of that. I'm just going to tell it like it is, tell it how I see it, give my opinion on things, give pieces of advice based off of my experiences, and yeah, hopefully you guys learn something from what I'm about to say. I'm gonna just talk because I don't really know like where to start. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The dating stage. I personally feel like the dating stage is the moment of truth, only because that's the stage before an actual relationship. So it's just like you're testing waters with someone who you might potentially be with for a long time. Like the end goal is always marriage, so I'm gonna just say marriage because I don't believe in just talking to somebody like for now, but the end goal really should be marriage, so I'm gonna just say marriage. So the dating stage to me is like the moment of truth. You're learning someone who you're gonna potentially that's the word, potentially marry. You're dating someone who you might want to put a ring on, you know what I'm saying? You're learning their habits, you're learning, all the tea in their past. You're just learning everything that you can while you guys are dating. So I feel like if they have habits that you pick up while they're dating and you're not really feeling it, and they continue to do it after you articulate like, yo, this is a no-no, and they continue to do it, then there is no way you should be in a relationship with them. There should be no like if you're doing stuff I don't like when we're just talking and I articulate it to you, and honey, you're not fixing it, there is no way I'm gonna want to take it to the next step. No way. There is no way you talking to other females all the times of the night, all the time, and I tell you about it, you continue to do it. Like, that's a red flag. You have all these friendly female friends and you're not checking them, putting them in their place when you know you're dating me. No. Like, there's just no question. Like, certain things are just common sense that people don't have, really. Because it's just like, if I'm articulating something to you and you don't see how you're wrong, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. How do you not? I'm always talking to you about something and you don't see how you're wrong. You don't see why I'm upset. Really? Like, are you for real right now? Like, are you serious? That's crazy to me. Some people like everything all at one time, and that's not okay. That's whack. That's not okay. I'm a firm believer that there is one person for somebody out there. Like, you may not know that right now. I live in New York. For all I know, there was someone in Argentina waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't have time to be having petty arguments with people, to be talking to you as if I'm your mother. Like, don't do this, don't do that. No, I'm not your mom. Okay? I'm not going to tell you how you should treat me. I'm not going to tell you what it is that you need to do, because certain things is just common sense. Yes, we're going to go through stuff. Yes, there are going to be times where you just couldn't control yourself, or you just didn't know I was gonna get upset, and you know, I tell you about it like, yo, this is not cool. But if you continue doing it, my guy, no, that's when I'm out. I don't care if I've been with you for 5 years. I am quick to leave. Yes, I'm one of those females where it's just like, yo, I'm not gonna keep talking to you. Like, if you keep doing shit that get me tight, like, what? And I don't want to be hit with that, oh, you never really loved me, you're always so quick to leave. Don't hit me with that, only because why am I constantly talking to you about something that makes me upset? I'm constantly talking to you about what makes me upset because you keep doing things that make me upset. For all I know, my nigga, you never really loved me. Why? Like, a lot of stuff can be avoided. And that's the same thing on my part. If I'm doing things that get you upset and you articulate to me, like, yo, this is what get me tight, you know, I felt some type of way about this, that, and a third. Like, that shouldn't be happening because, you know the situation that we're in, we're dating, we're in a relationship, whatever the case is. If we articulate to each other that it's just me and you, that's it. There should be no one else involved. There should be no exes involved. There should be no new people involved. None of that. Period. I was, explaining to my friend, like a really close friend of mine. I was like, yo, girl, I feel like I'm not ready for a relationship. I feel like relationships just aren't for me. I feel like I'm not relationship material. She told me, yo, Ash, you could be ready for a relationship. You could be relationship material, but the people that you're messing with got you going crazy. So maybe they're the reason why you feel like you're not ready for a relationship. And I was like, that's probably true, because based off my experiences, I know what love is supposed to feel like. Like, I'm young, yes, I'm only 19, but love is definitely not supposed to make you act crazy. If you have to, if y'all going through, like, I don't even know the word. Love is not supposed to make you act crazy. You don't need to be going through your girlfriend's phone. You don't need to be going through your boyfriend's phone. The trust should be there. Like, the trust should just be there. Trust, communication, and respect, I feel like, are the top 3 key components into keeping a relationship. If the trust is not there, we are nothing. If we're lacking in communication, that's something we can work on. But if no one's putting in the effort for that, we are nothing. If you don't respect me, we are nothing. Period. And you cannot have one without the other. It's just not going to work. You can't respect me, but I don't trust you. That doesn't, like, it sounds like there's no correlation, but if you don't trust somebody, but the respect is there, y'all communicate good, there's still going to be that time in a relationship where, like, they go out and you just feel uneasy, or, you feel like something is up. I just feel like those are the top 3 key components into keeping a relationship, honestly. So when she was telling me, like, the people you're dealing with, they making you act a fool, they making you act crazy, that's the only reason why you say you're not relationship material. And that is honestly true, because if I wasn't acting crazy, if you're doing something and, like, I flip my top and I'm acting out, I go days without speaking to you, then it's just like, yo, I'm not saying y'all not gonna make mistakes. I'm not saying that relationships don't go through stuff. But it only becomes a problem when we articulate what it is that's going on. And, like, say I'm with somebody and they're telling me, like, yo, this is what I don't like, or whatever the case was, and I don't see an issue with what I'm doing. Vice versa. If I'm telling you, yo, this is what got me tight, or this happened and I'm not really feeling it, I'm not jacking it, and you don't see the reason, you don't see why I'm upset, you don't understand what you're doing is wrong, you don't understand, like, your logic is just out of this world. It's just like, yo, what are we really doing? I will wait. I just can't be with somebody who's like, who don't see what they're doing wrong. I can't be with somebody who doesn't see what they're doing wrong, and then when I explain it to him, they don't understand that they're doing something wrong and continue to do it, then it's just like, yo, boom, you don't respect me. You don't respect how I feel. You don't care about us moving forward. You don't care about this relationship. So I'm out. I used to think that if they didn't make you show out, if you didn't, you know, act crazy and argue with the exes, then it wasn't love. Yo, that is not love at all. That is psycho, okay? Once the bad starts outweighing the good, that is all reasons for you to clip it and go. Like, that person that you're with is supposed to make you happy 24/7. And again, I'm not saying like y'all not gonna go through stuff. Like, everybody goes through stuff. We human. We have feelings. Y'all gonna go through stuff. That's a given. You want to be with someone who's going to make you happy. You want to be with someone who's going to put you first. You want to be with someone who's going to think about your feelings. So when they're about to do something and they know like there's consequences for it, they'll think about you first. Like, oh, Ashley wouldn't want me doing that. Or, you know, or whatever y'all names is, like, whoever y'all dating. They're going to think about your feelings. You want somebody who's going to do that, because if you're dating someone who's selfish, they're only going to think about themselves. They're only going to think about their feelings, and they're not going to care. You don't want to be with someone who doesn't care. At the end of the day, once you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all basically signing an agreement that is just y'all two, and y'all going to ride out for each other. You shouldn't be telling whoever you're dealing with how they should treat you. You shouldn't you can't teach someone how to treat you. Only way that happens, you teaching someone how to treat you, is if something happens and you tell them like, yo, this is what got me mad, and like, yo, it shouldn't happen again. And it shouldn't happen again. Why constantly be with someone who just makes you mad? Like, all day you mad, and it shows like you mad. Like, you just want to stay with some toxic people, basically. Okay guys, that's it for the Girl Talk rant. I had so much fun doing it. Hopefully you guys learned something from it, and yeah, that was really fun. So stay tuned for more, because more of these Girl Talk rants will be coming. Trust and believe. But make sure you like this video, make sure you comment on it, tell me what you guys think, subscribe, share, all that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Dean is looking at me like I'm crazy, because it's just like, but you told me that was your mom. Because I was really telling him like, yo, like I was lying until I could not lie anymore, and it just wasn't working out, son. I was just like, yo, that is my mom. What are you talking about? Until my aunt blew cover like,